Let's make them count.
So much in the process, and I have to do this whole fight.
You're the one we're looking for, vengeance or afraid. Let's play.
Welcome back. My game crashed. I did not end that stream on purpose.
Miserable weed. I've never been one for just.
Oh, joy.
What have you done? You dare say one of my own? You will fall!
Did I do that? Crazy.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Hopefully it doesn't crash now. Can't even skip the cutscene. That's all good.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Who am I looking at?
I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Ooh, Imperious Curse. Okay, we're going to Hogsmeade first. To fix my... everything I'm carrying. Okay. Remove requirement first. It's a pair of glasses. Map. Hogwarts. Remove requirement.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Wait a minute, there's something wrong with my gate. What are they saying? Okay, but is the exit gate gonna be open at all times? This is very funny. People are full of nonsense. Table of identify. Sus. The hat's alright, I'm cool with the hat. Okay, map. We need to go to Hogsmeade. Any shop ready. Hey, welcome to the stream, yo. We're about to learn the Imperious
Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
There we go. Imperious Curse, let's go.
Off on another adventure, are we?
That was short-lived. Thanks for staying there.
You'll never believe...
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Why is he breaking everything?
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot... Please avoid any...
Those references...
Everything to do with Salazar Slith. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but it would mean a lot.
Okay. A Duracall and a giant purple toad. Are they going to be nice enough and show me where these creatures are?
This looks intriguing. These rocks have seen better days.
Scored that Duracall. Ooh, could that be what I want it to be?
Revelio.
Revelio.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you...
Revelio.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
There we go.
If only Professor Fig could have seen that.
What are you up to now?
Are you alright?
Revelio. Revelio.
Confringo!
Revelio. So this is the underground harbor. Revelio. That book Professor Weasley asked me to...
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Quaffle.
The Quaffle.
That's right! When a chaser throws the Quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
No.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be
Hermione
used to change
failed
things
trying
such
to-
as age or race, it cannot
Well,
be used
she
to
wasn't
change
trying to
species.
become a cat.
Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Yeah, give him.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
Hey? I think it's the International Confederation of Wizards.
The
Apparently
Wizards
it's this.
Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after
No,
the
it's not
creation
my
of
first
the
playthrough.
International
I played
Statute
it,
of Wizarding Secrecy,
as it
which
came out
required a
once,
more structured
and
government
my
to
second
support its
playthrough.
enforcement. Which dragon
I don't
breed
remember
is the
much.
smallest?
Which one's the smallest?
The
Viper tooth?
Peruvian Viper Tooth.
Brilliant!
Yeah.
Though the Viper Tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Oh, it's a really good game. Who founded Hogsmeade? Elfrida Clegg.
Elfrida Clegg.
No, the answer was
Oh.
Hengist of Woodcroft.
It was.
It is believed that Hengist
I'm a
used the
dummy.
3
It's a good
broomsticks
game. You
inn
should get
as his
into it.
home.
I don't know if
The
it's still on
Hide
sale.
Behind was accidentally
It was on
created
sale.
by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other
A friend
magical
of mine
creature?
bought it recently for really cheap. I played it full price. The Hinderband was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul. The demigod?
A demiguise.
Yes! While the Hide Behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair.
That's dope.
What
I don't
is
have the
only
DLC
spell
yet.
known to repel
I
a
beat the base
Letherfold?
game of Elden Ring like 4 times, but I don't own the DLC. But as soon as I get it, I'll definitely stream my first playthrough. Yeah, definitely play it on a higher difficulty than me. I'm having too easy of a time, and I'm one lowest from the highest difficulty. Oh, I've heard. Now the DLC looks crazy.
The Knockback Jinx.
Actually, the answer was
Oh.
the Patronus jump. The only known...
Okay, can I finish the mission now? The Law of Elemental Transfiguration. This
Gamp.
That's it!
No, I
One
don't
of the
own the
principal
DLC.
exceptions
I
to
haven't
Gamp's
touched.
law is that food cannot... What?
I've beat Elden Ring 4 or 5 times, and then I've let go of it, and I haven't bought the DLC. I don't even own it. Never tickle a sleeping
Never
dragon.
tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct! In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco
I wanna
Dormiens
play it really
Nunquam
badly,
Titilandus. Which magical
Maybe soon,
creature
maybe
is
I'll
the
get it
only one
soon.
known to produce eggs through its mouth?
It'd be a good thing to stream. Oh, thank you. Maybe you'll see me.
The
You'll
Ashwinder.
see me play it
That's
for the first
incorrect.
time soon.
The correct answer, according to
No, I didn't know
Parcel,
the answer to
where
that
is
question.
Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and...
Ilvermorny is in. It's in France.
The Pyrenees.
No, Ilvermorny is actually
It's Mars
the...
Greylock. Can I? That's so
Amortentia.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
Amortentia smells differently
Favorite
to every
anime would probably
person,
be Death
according
Note,
to what
to
they
be
find
fair.
attractive. Such as dusty book cover. Are you interested in continuing on to the next round?
No.
I don't have time.
That's fine. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Well, are you ready to test your...
Leave me alone.
I don't have time for an...
That's fine.
I should get it. Look how much it costs. But also,
Professor Weasley's tasks
it'll
are
probably go on
complete.
sale.
I
soon.
should attend
Do
Transfiguration.
you have a favorite, or do you struggle to pick a favorite? A lot of my friends can't pick a favorite, and then I'm out here and I say Death Note's the best. And then they get angry. Ooh. Demon Slayer's dope too. So, I'd have to say of the long anime, I like Bleach a lot. When it comes to the long hundreds of episodes, yeah, Demon Slayer sick. Yeah. I should show my homie Demon Slayer, he's never seen it.
Revelio.
Oh, during the day. I think it's time to watch Death Note again. It's too sick, I need to see it again.
Goodness. Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Oh, you should. The show, ignore all the movies. The anime, it's 2 seasons long. It's very short. It's kind of what I like about it. It's sweet and short. 2 seasons, 2 theme songs. That's it. And it's well-rounded. You can judge the movies afterwards, but the anime is where it's at. The anime is pretty close to the manga. But also I haven't read the manga since I was in high school.
Now is not the time to ease off your study.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Kira is just... So a lot of characters don the name Kira.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
Kira just means you're the one holding the Death Note causing trouble. Not that the people who call them Kira know about the Death Note or how it
presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
That's the thing about Death Note.
I will say
I don't know if there's actually a villain in that
with all you've accomplished. In light
Wait,
of the
there is
rumors
one,
of
but I
your
wouldn't say it.
extracurricular
But
activities?
Yeah.
Was your extended
The original
conversation
Kira,
with Mr.
I wouldn't call him a
Ollivander after you'd
villain.
obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I
Hey,
enjoy
welcome
talking
to
to
the
Mr.
stream.
Ollivander. I'm fascinated by one
That's
more.
a good idea.
And I'd
Do
never
it.
visited
It'll
the
be short.
owlery. Bit of a
Short and
mess.
sweet, and then you can move on to
I
the
see.
next anime.
I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide
running
are
back through
designed
that
to
show in my
educate you
mind right
thoroughly.
now.
It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final
my favorite
assessment at
character in
that
that
time
show,
to
he
ensure
goes
that
by
you're ready for
L.
your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Like the letter L. It's my favorite
If you wish to
character,
practice the spell you just learned,
Uncle Roland sent us back. He often asks after
Oh,
you
let's
in his
go. Did I just learn a new spell? Ah. Yeah, I don't really care much for that spell. Yeah, let's get Bombarda. That's awesome. Now you're talking. Now there's another anime that I don't know if many people even know. Afro Samurai. In the English, his homie Ninja is voiced by Samuel L. Jackson. Afro himself
My
never
plan with the
speaks.
helmet failed, but I
I'm
have
obsessed
another
with that
idea.
show.
I think we may
Swimming
be
is
able to
really
find
fun.
what we'll
Like,
need at a goblin mine south of
I
Hogwarts.
think I've met 3
Meet me
new
there.
people in the last
Bring
2 days,
someone who speaks
which is like
gobbledygook.
cool, just talking anime and games
I
and stuff.
remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
I'm having fun. I'm having fun with what we're talking about. Like, doesn't matter. I don't need so many people watching. It's just nice to have conversations and play good games. Afro Samurai, it has 8 episodes. That's how long it is. 8 episodes in the movie, as far as I can remember. Put that on your list as well. Put the English Afro Samurai. That's the only show I'm going to tell you has to be in English.
Class dismissed.
Because it's Samuel L. Jackson.
Can't say I'm terrible.
I take it you're ready to learn your...
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good.
Yes.
Now, this spell comes wasting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements.
Oh yeah, cool. You
We
know how to
don't want
whisper
you
on
blowing
Twitch?
your
Whisper
hand
me your...
Go ahead.
Your Discord.
Nice and steady wand movements.
Send it to me on a whisper.
Remember,
and
the
I'll add you
exploding
on
charm is
Discord.
highly volatile.
Awesome.
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall
What can I
we?
use it on, huh?
Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Where's the pumpkin?
Bombarda! Excellent one.
Yeah.
Cast the spell
That's
just
what I've
like
been
that
wanting.
every time. Assured?
I need to revamp my spells. Okay, this can be my main sheet. So I want Bombarda on X. And I want that there. See. And put that on circle, that can stay there, and then square can be pull. Right. You need Accio on every page. That's what I've realized. Accio is powerful. Okay, wait. This can be here. That's triangle, that's X. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Speak with me. It's all gobbledygook. Oh, he's gonna translate some stuff for me. Meet Sebastian by the Overlook. Yeah, we busy learning the dark arts. Where am I meeting him? Oh, that's a meet. Ooh.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Go. This should be Imperio now. No problem. Welcome back. I was saying you should whisper me your Discord.
Anna's getting worse.
And then I'll add
If there's
you on
any
Discord.
chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting.
Yeah, I came as soon as I could. Curse,
I'd been
man.
so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We deal
We need
blows.
to see what they're
I just
doing.
got
I say we
bombarded.
take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
Perfect.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych.
That's 10
If
at
there
the
is a
end, 1
connection,
0
I
at the
suspect we'll
end,
see
right?
that symbol again.
After you.
Okay, I'll add you later. I've got you and someone else also I need to add on Discord. My phone's into repairs, so I'm not near my Discord right now. But I'll add you as soon as I can.
There they are, up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Oh yeah, new spells, let's go.
Is mine. Kill
Hey,
anyone
you
who
chill in,
tries.
chill in.
Incendio!
Wrong person. Don't do that.
Ooh, this didn't take long.
Incendio!
Scheming. I need to go here. Oh, they transform into explosive objects. That's funny. Descender bombarder causes an explosive blast. Excuse me. With a massive area of effect. Don't need that yet. Don't need that yet. Don't need that. Dark art. Ooh, that's what I need. Now I've got more reason to use Crucio. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. That's good to have. Cool. Oh, but now I want to do this. Ooh. Yeah, I'll add you on Discord. I just can't do it right now. It's not near me, but I'll do it for sure. I've written your name down. Crucio here. Yeah, I just like Bombarder. And then I can take Crucio off here. That can be this. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then here. Which is the one that. Incendio. That's the projectile. Okay, hold on. Kinda want that there. But I want the freeze with it. That's the problem. Better. Okay.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet. Accio!
sad. So Bombarda works, I mean the freeze works better with this. That's wild. Okay, then we'll put Bombarda here. Confringo. No, that's not what I want, yeah. Mass confusion.
I won't get. You're making this too easy. Too slow.
I'll kill you when I get down from here!
Oh, embarrassing.
And the fun is over.
That was
Fun is
way
a
better.
relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio. For better or for worse, we're in.
Someone's here.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
And it's afraid to fight.
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Incendio!
Can't carry more potions.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs. Number of endearing qualities should have thought to conjure stairs.
Reparo. Incendio!
Oh, yes, spiders.
Incendio!
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
Oh, I'm forgetting Lumos the whole time.
Lumos.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment. We have another fight on our hands.
Don't do that again, I beg! I can do this for hours!
You won't get away with that. I shall avenge your death.
I will make you.
We're not finished yet.
God, nice move, Spider. System.
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio.
Now, we can have a look around in peace.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Thank you. Perfect.
Leviosa. Incendio.
We should clear out these spider webs. They always seem to be in the way.
Incendio.
Oh, of course.
Wasn't expecting that.
Ah. feather.
Revelio. A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us
Sebastian,
unravel
I think
more
I
of
found
this
something.
mystery.
A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Revelio.
What am I missing? Oh.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft...
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too. His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how the...
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. This place is
Revelio.
odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out. And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins.
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
I think I made him upset. Now them's my robes. Yeah. Come on, man. I've got curses to learn.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't, I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb insect-free.
Wingardium Leviosa. Spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Accio. Opening all of these is tempting.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Leviosa!
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though. Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. There's something here by the altar. Revelio.
Ah.
Accio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Why does he find that interesting,
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
You dodgy Sebastian.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something.
Accio!
The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. So, if you'd like to learn Imperious...
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Revelio. Accio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols. That worked. Keep going.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio.
head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Sebastian, the relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark
I have no idea.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find it. I'm taking it. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Ominous, of course.
Ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad. We need to stand together.
And if nothing will change?
Something has to.
You're right. This seems...
Good. We're agreed.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. Yeah. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on. Incendio! Incendio! Curio!
Yo, I've got Max Wigan-Wells.
Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Good find.
Well, what happened back there?
Omnis and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke. Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Why don't you come up here and fight me? Your spells glance off of me.
We've got them.
Sebastian, you fool! Stop provoking
Get him!
Keep out of Sword's reach! You won't get away from that!
To the right!
Got him!
Nice.
boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
Oh, dearie.
What did my uncle expect me to do?
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him?
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow. Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our... That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near... If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
That's my next quest, yes. Yes, I'm so amped. I'm gonna mind my own business for a quest or two.
You're back! Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Hello. Pardon me?
Hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello. I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop and a house elf to help you with it. Penny's the name. It might surprise you.
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything that you want to sell. It will be if you want the shop, and Penny hopes that you do.
Why is your mistress...
Penny cannot be certain, as Mistress may... However, she repeatedly mentions how she has had... Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
All right, I shall go and find Madam Mason.
Oh, this is splendid news indeed. You won't be sorry. You can find Mistress Mason at her home on the north edge of the village. Penny does hope she gets to...
Hello, Madam Mason? I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I think you will find... But, and do please forgive me for...
I am quite capable of owning a shop, I can assure you. I should think you'd be happy to have a buyer.
Well, I reckon you have. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. I assume she told you you should come.
She did indeed. An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf.
Huh? You... No catch, really. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Yes, an unsuccessful shop would be bad for nearby business.
Quick one, you are. Do we have a deal?
It does sound...
Very well. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible.
Madam Mason.
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead and purchase the shop.
I have to say
I am indeed. Wonderful.
Please do. They're in a chest at the back. As you get organised, I wish you the...
Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need...
Well then...
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have this place up and running in no time.
Reparo.
Penny can already see the potential. Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh, yes. She mentioned it to me. It contains some of...
Penny wonders if... Penny must get back to work.
Ooh.
That's odd. Why would someone store one hat from me? Well, that's not very hospitable.
Oh, goody! Someone to play with. You seem to have your wits about you. What fun this will be. For me, at least.
Revelio. Lumos. That's new. Onwards, I suppose. What in the... Who's there?
Some nonsense is what?
Bats. Lovely. Seems as if I should hang something there. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. These lanterns must belong somewhere.
How enlightening! You might survive a bit longer than the others.
These robes are sick.
Revelio. Lumos.
Oh, you've come so far so quickly. Well done. You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all. What's the saying? Two sides to every story. Unfortunately for you, both sides here are to my story. And you'll have to complete. You've chosen the scholarly route. You'll need more than you've learned from books to best me. Oh, deja vu. Watch it.
Lumos.
Oh, it's the infinite corridor. Let's go this way.
Running in circles, are we? Perhaps you should retrace your steps.
I already did, boss. I'm ahead of you, man.
Lumos. What was that? Lumos. Lumos.
Oh, how nice of him to pop in.
Lumos. Lumos. Prepare. Lumos.
Home, sweet home.
Hey.
Wingardium Leviosa.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Clever.
So much fun to be had. My head is spinning.
Revelio. Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa.
Hey, but now what? How do I get up?
Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Oh, I think I just messed up. I think I just messed it up. I'm trapped. And they won't let me jump off to reset it. Please have like an autosave of sort. Okay, I hope it's not too far back. At least, okay.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
So much fun to be had. My head is spinning.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio!
Why is this happening? I don't understand this.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
So much fun to be had. My head is spinning.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Finally.
All books and no play make one quite dull.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Well done. I'll give you a moment to collect yourself, if you can. Ta-ta for now.
You what?
You've chosen the scholarly route. You'll need more than you've learned from books to best me. I simply adore this blooming place, don't you? You know, foliage, like most living things, won't survive for long in the darkness. Oh, I'm afraid of the dark. Doesn't worry you that I can see you, but you can't see me. It should. I'd offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture. Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable for the store, do I?
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay. What am I missing?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Brilliant.
Brilliant!
That's what I said for Stadia.
Ah, a worthy playmate.
Joker.
Well done.
Confringo. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Boy. You good, you got water, you got food. Am I missing something? Is there something you want?
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to h3.
Ish.
Nighty-night!
That wasn't too
Oh,
difficult.
goodness! I do hope you're having as much fun as me. I think I'll keep you around a bit longer.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Time to raise the stakes, so to speak. Where shall I put this? Where shall I put this? Where shall I put this? Now that should get your attention. Well, this has been fun. Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit.
Fake fight, not a real fight.
Aha! Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you'll want to go. Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return. I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now, and agree to give me unfettered access through the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get your shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin! Catch it, cat, but cat, I mean. just once, try seeing things from my point of view.
Oh, okay. Bro.
Incendio. Bombada. Glacier. Bombada. Glacier.
Well, well.
I must say, I enjoy a good challenge.
Ah, a kindred, dare I say, spirit.
So, about that contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Very well. I shall agree.
Hooray! No more. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of 1?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you. You've worn me out. Ah, well done. I had a feeling that. I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the perfect playmate.
Hello, Penny.
Penny is so glad you're back.
Were you worried I might not return?
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper? St. Mungo's? I think you should explain, Penny. Penny, please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is forbidden from telling you anything.
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on? I purchased the shop.
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would own the shop.
Thank you, Penny. I think I'm going to need to talk to the authorities.
Oh, Penny is certain that's a brilliant idea. Officer Singer will know what to do. Penny will wait right here.
Let's go get me a shop.
Revelio. Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
Ah, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
Cassandra Mason sold you her shop?
Well, yes, she said she did, but I think you missed the bit about the dungeon.
No, I heard that bit too.
And according to the house elf that came with the shop, she's done this sort of thing before, repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great deal of trouble keeping a tenant in that shop. In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up. Shall we?
Oh, hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
Stop her! What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Glacius! Incendio! Accio!
I should have known better than to do business with a wily student.
Potato! Bombarda! Pringo! Glacier! Incendio! Bombarda! Potato! Stupefy! Confringo! Bombarda! Incendio!
What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Confringo! Potato! Stupefy! Bombarda! Glacier! Confringo! Incendio!
Your luck is about to run out.
Potato! Stupefy! Bombarda! Glacier! Incendio! Confringo!
Confringo!
Stupefy! Confringo! Bombarda! Incendio!
Ah, I'm disappointed in you,
Wrecked,
Cassandra.
you stinky witch.
Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Check on that house elf of yours, she's probably terrified.
Scrawny little traitor herself! I should have known it was...
Silencio. Oh, and not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Thank you, Officer Singer.
Best of luck to you as the newest shop owner in Hogsmeade.
In the hat, if you please.
I wonder if I'll ever...
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that Penny is so relieved. Penny promises to work as hard as she can.
Penny, I found an item of clothing in the dungeon that I'd like to give you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Penny never thought she would be given clothing and become a free elf.
It's my pleasure. You deserve it.
Of course, Penny will be staying on and managing the shop for you.
Penny, you're free. You can do anything you've ever wanted to.
But all Penny has ever wanted to do is run a shop with a friend. and sell to the villagers in Hogsmeade.
If that's what you want to do, Penny, then nothing would make me happier. I'm genuinely glad you'll be staying on.
Penny is too. All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop, and Penny will take care of the rest.
I choose Vestas and Venom.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Can you explain why I have received a letter from a muggle claiming to be the mother of a friend of yours? T? What did I tell you about muggle boy? Not associate with this friend anymore. And if I hear from this woman again...
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now. Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft, nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an hour when I have news.
My parents were thrilled to hear that Black was...
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagaglio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us.
Clever. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Incendio!
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
One less human to worry about.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok.
this too.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
I'll be quiet.
Here. We're being watched by a door.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something. Let me know if you see any more plans and schematics. We can't return to the
You are rather unwise coming back this way. Easily diverted.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Lumos.
Lumos!
Any who oppose Ranrock will be eliminated.
Numerous.
You don't know who you're playing with!
Ranrock will lead us to I will have my revenge!
Well, stupefied.
Put me on the ground now! Back to the basics, You won't get away with that.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Incendiary.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, She smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
I hope Professor Fitz...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
Before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous.
You'd like me to report...
Miss Ray's is running. However, if...
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do. hope I look. Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student?
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed it.
Now, to determine...
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners? You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
What could the headmaster want?
I wonder almost daily why I accept...
Professor Black?
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course...
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, we could
But the injury, Madam Kagawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? I have a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the...
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall.
I wonder why.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Greetings! I mean, out of my...
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades to confronting
What? Goodness. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what...
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to...
How dare you question me?
Yes, sir. It is the Black family motto.
Right.
Master does...
It's purebloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope.
Obviously.
And, of course, as...
Yes, of course.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or...
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.